I gotta get my acting. Forgive me, Talael. I couldn't stay there a moment longer. But I was serious about what I said. While the men and women of the inn battle against the Blight with kindness, I must fight it my own way, with steel. From Eoza's sword in the darkness to Norvrant's sword in the light? Gods above. It feels like an age ago now. Miss Alisaie, is there anything I could get you? A nectarine. You're swift as tomorrow. I need to return to the Crystarium immediately. As you wish. Is it going to teleport me there with her, or do I have to... It did! Convenience! Thank you for seeking me out, Talael. It meant a lot to have you there at my side. I was tempted to set off again the moment you decided upon a direction, but you sought to visit Alphi now, haven't you? If I know my brother, we're on the cusp of discovering something vital to our success, if he hasn't already. I'm content to stay here and consider our options for the time being, but don't keep me waiting too long, eh? No, I wanted more Alisaie story. No, Alisaie, don't leave me. All right, I guess we're gonna find Alphi now. Speaking of fucked up, what's with these auto opening and closing doors? Oh, yeah, coming through. You know, I don't think I need the door anymore. You can close it. Gotcha. I wanted to parkour over the fence, but it's not letting me. But I can land on it like this. I found an exploit. It won't open if I'm on top of it. Wait here, please. The master should be along with the mount shortly. Oh, Chauvin's a good point. I never really thought of it like that because I always fly.
Breeze, mute. The pounding surf, frozen. Time itself takes a breath.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Warrior of Darkness.
At light's edge, all is perfectly still. The world captured in a painting, locked in a moment. Music, faint and fleeting, drifts coastward on the lifeless air. And in the distance, beyond the broken earth, a city beckons.
It's so weirdly purple compared to everything around it. I love it. Look how purple it is. Alphi Noe. I know the one. Our young champion of the downtrodden. Eulmore's richer than all of Norvrant put together, but it's a different story for them as live outside the city. Most spend every waking moment just trying to stay alive, which makes your friend's dedication to helping others stand out all the more. He's got fur boots!
And how is business today, Mistress Theva?
Yo, Albino got a poncho? I'm pretty jealous of that. Oh my gosh.
Oh, frenetic. Look, I have a new customer.
You know, when the NPCs don't have the voices I give them, it makes my heart sad. It me.
'Tis good to see you, my friend.
I want one of them to at least be like, Talael, and come and hug me. Like, both Alfino and Alisaie are like, hi, I'm not that excited to see you. Alfie drip check? Oh, I'm saying. Wish doing Odin gave you something better because the unsync still gave me the full level 90 paladin raid gear trouble. He almost one-shot you? Oh my god. That's wild, Rex. Oh my, I actually still haven't done Odin. I have a bunch of quests in my quest log for like Odin and a couple others that I just haven't done. We managed to bang through a lot of them that one day we did extremes though. Hanging out with good people is good for the soul. Hell yeah.
The barley seeds you wanted. They should produce a better harvest than the last.
They're special magic
What, just like
seeds.
that? Oh, Alphi, no, you really are a dear. Well, I'd best be tidying up some of those empty shacks before the pests move in. Keep an eye on the place while I'm out, eh?
I'm very interested in that blue liquor. I want that. I don't even drink and I want that. His poncho was
Things in age
gorgeous.
Since last we spoke. Not since the prisoner exchange in Doma. And Yotsu.
Just when I was enjoying not having my heart broken, you bring up Yotsu.
It has been even longer for me, of course, if you count the days I've spent here. But the time has only added to the relief I feel seeing you safe and well.
Aw, that's sweet. We thought we'd lost you.
Alize said much the same thing. I don't think I've ever had such a scolding. But I believe an exchange of news is in order. Come, tell me of your arrival and all that came before.
All right. Fade up to black and fade back down. Oh, we're doing a pan transition.
I see. Both the Exarch and Alize told me what they knew of events, but I had stubbornly clung on to the hope that all-out war might yet be avoidable.
Sucks.
And poor Tataru. She must be sick with worry. We must endeavor to return as soon as we may. It would be nice to bring her good tidings for a change.
I miss my little baby Tataru.
But before we bid this world farewell, we must first ensure that it is not rejoined to the source. We must prevent the 8th Umbral calamity.
What if I don't want to,
Oriange's
though?
vision of the future has, I fear, every chance of coming true. By his description, the catalyst for the calamity was a formless and deadly weapon employed by the Garlean Empire.
The Black Rose?
Which can only mean one thing.
Hey!
Black Rose. Gaius was telling you the truth. When we were on the trail of the Ascians, we saw evidence that the gas was being manufactured once more.
Funny head or angry Aura? I don't know. I think the funny head is pretty great.
Gaius was adamant that the project had been scrapped. But so long as there are wars to be waged, there will always be those determined to win by any means. And thus simply destroying the existing stores of Black Rose would do little to alter fate's course. In that sense, our involuntary journey here to the First was something of a boon. Together with the Exarch, we've developed a theory as to how we believe the rejoining will be set in motion.
They're gonna kill a lot of people.
I'm sure Oriange himself will cover the subject in more detail.
Yeah, but I can't go to Oriange yet.
But I can tell you the process requires that both worlds, the Source and the First, be facing an existential threat.
Well, we got that here.
One being Sin Eaters, of course. They are a menace that I would dearly love to remove, and not just to avert a calamity.
Probably one of the most fucked up, like, villain creatures I've ever encountered.
Stand idly by and let innocent people be slaughtered.
Would you say that you're a stranger of paradise, Alfie?
Eulmore. Ignoring its pretensions as a kind of capital city to what remains of the world, it is nonetheless a center of power and authority. If any solutions are to be found, I believe our search should begin there. What say you, old friend? Hungry for another adventure?
Always. I'm starving.
And so we take to the road once more.
I just got like a blast to the past remembering the first time I met Alfie. Just him and Alice sitting at the oh, is it the 5 years since the Calamity meeting with each of the leaders of of the nations addressing it? And I'm just remembering back to that right now and how absolutely different the characters were and how much they've grown since. Oh, wow. It's crazy.
That gate up ahead is known as the Open Arms, and Eulmore itself lies beyond.
The whole thing about them is they're like snobby rich assholes who want everyone to like bend the knee to them, and they don't let the common people in. And of course the gates are known as the Open Arms. Like how much more ironic can you be?
This, meanwhile, is the aptly named Gate Town.
Oh my god, Gate Town.
The dwelling place of the many desperate souls who hope to be chosen to live in the city proper.
Can I just point something out real quick? This is incredibly distracting. Final Fantasy is a beautiful game. Absolutely stunning. Why are all of their fucking grass textures 2D? Why? They're like little panels that just kind of sway back and forth like this. And then they're like crossing each other like this, swaying. Like, it's so distracting. Look at them. They're swaying at the same rate, in tandem, back and forth, these little 2D things going back and forth. My mind is just so ripped out of it right from this.
I thought I recognized you. Brought a new friend, eh?
Begrimed bloke. What a beautiful name. Savage rating is difficult, but in the same way that mastering a dance is difficult. That just sounds amazing. For some reason, Abyss, I just want to keep calling you Abby. And I don't know if that would be good for you, but I'll do Abyss or Abby, whichever one you prefer. T is turn for the binding coils. A, Alexander, O, Oh, I see how they work. Though I'm reading grass in 7.0. There we go. My one concern with the entire game is being fixed. You still look grimy.
I'll bet you got a trick or two up your sleeve. Maybe even 3. Care to show me?
I can juggle, maybe.
He's not here to compete. Leave him be.
Yes, I am.
What?
Competition? Yes, I am.
Conversation?
The bugles have sounded.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please!
Oh, I'm gonna love this character. Yes! Jesters, 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 jesters!
Greetings
Oh,
to our
yeah.
hopeful petitioners, one and all. Eulmore extends its warmest regards.
Oh my god, your hair is full of... Come here into the camera view with your hair. I'm not sure if y'all can see it, but my wife's hair is covered in plant matter.
I'm a druid.
Like, all the way up to her scalp is just little leaves.
It is also known as the City of Final Pleasures.
Final?
The noble and the wealthy who survived the flood gathered here to live out the rest of their days in decadent abandon.
Yuck.
A poor man could sooner pass through the eye of a needle than Eulmore's gates. The only way the common folk can enter this perverted paradise is if they fulfill the whim of one of the privileged. And so they are picked over like market produce.
Eerily similar to like an auction that would be held for people. Although that might just be what I'm thinking because I've been reading One Piece obsessively.
What a catch! We'll not be throwing this one back. Having seen your all too obvious charms, we welcome you with open arms. Come, join us in the City of Splendor and live out your life in an ecstasy of endeavor.
But she didn't even like cook anything for them. I feel like she should probably like demonstrate her culinary skills.
Oh, just look at those expectant faces. What could you possibly be waiting for? Well, well, what have we here? An extra share of meal to celebrate our newest resident.
Looks like a butt. Not even like a nice butt.
For you.
It's a job fair.
Thank goodness.
It's a job fair where your life depends on being picked.
Meal is
Although,
a
to be
food
fair,
stuff
I
which
guess
Eulmore
that's
routinely
also like the
doles
real
out to
world.
the people of Gate Town, and apparently a staple for its citizens as well.
Saw a hot row mama, she knew. You know what? She knew.